You know, we pretty much know this team. I'm not saying they can't throw some wrinkles in here and there, but Karolinko will add another element to this team's game, and we have to, understand what he brings.
What's your biggest concern heading into this game?
Well, it's just, obviously, this has been one of the best home court teams in the NBA for years. And, they really play inside a very small arena. I mean, a small area. That arena is in a compacted area. And they play very well inside of it, and they manufacture a lot of points. And we have to play defense out there that has to be outstanding.
The past two game threes that they won against you guys in the playoffs, is there a pattern that emerged at all from any of those two games?
Yeah, there's a little bit. They came after us a little bit more in the second half. They took the ball off the passes and penetrated, tried to create situations out there. Their second unit came in, played a very intense kind of activity game, a lot of motion in their offense, and I think that hurt us a little bit.
Are you aware of Ron's Twitter account tweets criticism he's made towards you?
No, I'm not, but I would listen to it if you want to tell me about it.
Apparently he has criticized you for criticizing him, the media first, before going to him about, I guess, his three-point shooting or lack thereof his three-point shooting.
I've been very upfront with him about his three-point shooting.
I figured as much, but he goes to tweet these things. Is tweeting getting guys in trouble in this case? Maybe even him?
Well, I'll talk to Ron about it. I mean, I know he's sensitive about it. I had a player once who was one of the great bench players, and Tony Kukoc, who was 2 for 29 going into the finals, and I used to kid him all the time about his percentage. And he ended up hitting like 4 in one ball game against Seattle in the finals. So we expect him to break out of it at some point, but he's got to be discriminative in what's a good shot, what isn't.
Is he sensitive?
I guess so. I guess he might be a little sensitive.
Do you have a philosophy in terms of like how you decide whether you criticize somebody to us, whether you talk to them first, and how that works as a coach?
I usually tell the truth. I usually don't pull punches. So, I mean, the person has to withstand that. If they're, hearing it on TV in front of a massive audience, they must understand that their coach saying it to them is going to be probably a little more harmful, a little more hurtful, perhaps. But they have to be tough enough to take that and move on.
How has he been overall this season in terms of just getting feedback and being receptive to it?
Ron's been great. I think that he's still, at times, you can still see a little hesitation in his game out there sometimes when he catches the ball as to where the next option goes. But, he's finding his way.
Maybe he forgot you told him.
With his percentage so low, do you want him to shoot less three-pointers?
What's the deal is that if there's a 24-second clock and ball comes out, like one of the shots that we had at the end of the game in game number 1, and there's still an offensive rebound, 18 seconds still left on the clock, we'd like the ball to work a little bit, create a shot. It's clock's running down. He's the last option on a passing segment. He's got to take that shot with freedom of, I'm going to put it in. But to search it out is a little bit different right now.
You talked about in game 1, before game 1, about a little worried that without any focus for him defensively that it could impact him. Game 1, you spent a lot of time on Williams. Game 2, he didn't. Can you just talk about how he did game to game?
Well, we think that Karolinko will obviously be an issue for him. In this next game that comes up. If Andre does start, if he doesn't start, it'll be a little bit different. But if he does start, it's a natural matchup for Ron. And he's really a tough player to play. And Ron has done a good job in the Houston series a couple years ago. So I think he's got an idea of who he is. So we're looking forward to that.